Ladies and gentlemen, it's an honor for me to present my thoughts on the topic role of women's education for sustainable development at the platform of All India Educational Movement. She was smart, she was educated, and she has a heart full of kindness and love and passion for others. She was a working woman, but after marriage, due to the responsibility of the children, she has stopped working. And now financially, she was fully dependent on husband. She wanted to give the gift to her friend who was going for Umrah. And she wanted to give the gift so that Umrah is a pious journey, and there everybody wants that when the person goes for Umrah or Hajj, they must pray for them. And she was her close friend. She requested for some money to husband, but husband was in another mood and he didn't approve, he didn't give. And she could not give the gift to her friend who was going for Umrah. And she felt really very bad. And she thought that why she left the job. If she was in the job, she would have not been dependent on husband. This is not the story of one lady. This is not the story of one girl or one woman. This is the story of all those women who are not financially sound or independent. Each time a woman stands up for herself without knowing it, possibly without claiming it, she stands up for all women. So, ladies and gentlemen, I have met myself and I am going to care for her fiercely. Glennon Doyle. These are the beautiful thoughts that speaks in volume. This thought speaks in volume that when a woman stands up, she is not only for herself, she is for the entire world. She cares for each and everyone associated with her. So today, I'll be elaborating that why and how the women's education contribute in sustainable development. First of all, if a woman is educated, then she takes care of the family's health and well-being. This is the first and foremost thing. So target 3.8 is achieve universal health coverage. And the fact is that at least half the world's population still do not have full coverage of essential health services. And an estimated 97 million people were impoverished by out-of-pocket healthcare spending in 2010. So family health or health is still a far-fetched goal, we can say, and in that, women's contribution plays very important role. If a woman is educated, she is well aware, she knows how to take care of the family, and when the family is taken care of, then naturally the nation is made of the families, and the world is made of the nations, and the globe is the full, we can assure that the entire world is physically sound or healthy. If we talk about the gender equality, it is mostly prevailing when the woman is not aware of their own rights and of their own responsibilities and on their own equalities. So around 2.4 billion women of working age are not afforded equal economic opportunity. Near 2.4 billion women globally don't have same economic rights as men. And it's not only economic rights. If we talk about the other rights, the social rights, legal rights, and all other rights, everywhere we find that there is inequality. Still there is inequality, although it is like improving, although we can say that there is a vast difference between the previous days and now, but still this is a dream that we have to still work for that, and education will play an important role in this. Of course, when the woman is educated, she is economic empowerment, she is economically empowered, and 178 countries maintain legal barriers that prevent women full economic participation. Still now in today's world, we are in We are talking about 21st century, and here we can see that 178 countries maintain legal barriers that prevent women full economic participation. Nearly 2.4 million women globally don't have same economic rights as men. Now the child education, if a woman is educated, it is not the education of only a woman, but it is the education of the whole family. And still we see that 2/3 of 10 years olds are unable to read and understand a simple text. This is the UNO report. Even if the children are going to the schools, but there are schools where only they are going for the namesake and no quality is maintained. And there are vast majority those who are not having access to the schools. If a woman is educated, then naturally she will understand the importance of education, and she will ensure that a child is getting the proper education to whatever struggle or whatever strive they have to do as a family, but they will do just to ensure the child's education. If a woman is educated, that she will ensure the political participation. Just 15 countries have the women head of state, and 16 countries have a women head of government. And first time compiled data by UN Women show that women represent 22.8% of the cabinet members heading ministries and leading a policy area as of 1 January 2023. There are only 13 countries in which women held 50% or more of the positions of cabinet minister leading policy areas. Although we see that the women are moving ahead and trying to make a mark in this field, and they are approaching this political participation, they are embracing the political participation as positive sign of progress. But still, you can see the data that it shows that still we have to work upon this. And if a woman is educated, naturally she will understand the importance of political participation, how women has to represent in the politics as well, because politics influence our family, our lives, our economics, our all other developments. If you talk about entrepreneurship and innovation, even in this field, if a woman is educated, then naturally women will be more inclined towards innovation, towards entrepreneurship. And still in this area also, even in the advanced country, we find that there is a disbalance among men and women. Only 3 men and 1 woman we can find in the business ownership. And this is here also the education plays important role. If we talk about community development, naturally without education, we cannot think about community development. The education plays important role. If a woman is educated, the women work for the community development. And environmental sustainability, that is the most crucial issue and most crucial challenge the globe is facing, and in which a woman can contribute in a great deal if a woman is educated. And we have seen that there are lots of women coming forward in the form of NGOs, individuals, or the groups, and they are working for the environmental sustainability. And accordingly, they are working for the social stability. Overall, if we talk about women education, it will contribute in the global development goals. And without education, it's not possible to achieve this. So if we see that behind each and every development, there is a role of education. And without education, a woman cannot be groomed in such a way that she understands, she takes the responsibilities, and she worked upon that. I always advocate that when a woman has come to this world and the woman is enjoying the life in this world, she's enjoying the nature, the environment, the advancement, the scientific invention, innovations, and all these things that has been done by the people who were like our ancestors. So when she is enjoying the life, and when she is living in this world equally as men, that why women can't think about contributing equally as men. And to contribute equally, the woman has to be educated and has to have the awareness about the things happening around her. If you talk about Islamic historical evidences, so in Islam, we find the women, not now, it is like 1400 years ago, when we found that Hazrat Khadija bint Khuwailid radiallahu anha was the first wife of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and she was the most successful businesswoman of her time. And it was her business journey where Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam went and showed his honesty, and she was greatly impressed, and then she sent the message for the marriage. So if that is the best example for the women in entrepreneurship, and that can be taken as example in today's world, and most women should come forward to be the to contribute in the field of business and be the entrepreneurs. Likewise, if you see the example of the Aisha Raziallahu Anha, she was not only a scholar, she has narrated over 2,000 hadiths, and she was like one of the most prolific narrators in Islamic tradition. But she was the scholar, she was the jurist, her political involvement is also well known, and she was into teaching. And not only she was teaching to the women, but even Sahaba Karams were her students, and then her role as a leadership is also well known to all of us. I have taken only two examples, but the history is full of such examples where women have contributed for the in the field of politics, in the field of literature, in the field of medicine, in the field of business, and all prominent fields that were available at that time. So when our women in 1400 when women 1400 years ago have contributed, why can't we take them as examples and move forward and try to contribute in this society or in this world? At the end, I just say that let's educate women to empower the world. If we really want the world to be empowered, then women have to come forward. By keeping 50% of the population, without empowerment, without education, we cannot expect the world is going to be a better place for everyone. So thank you very much for listening to me. If you have any questions, you can always contact me at drhalimasadi@gmail.com, and my WhatsApp number and my phone number is given here. Thank you very much for your patient listening.